person in this room shares 3 skill sets. 1, the ability to keep track of time. 2, the ability to remember and store experiences. And 3, the ability to be inspired by our circumstances. These 3 connections can be combined to become a physical manifestation of memory. Memory embodies itself physically as a corporal remnant of sensory experience that has made its mark on us, and cerebrally as retention of our conditions, backgrounds, and pasts. Now, I bet that 100% of you have held on to a physical object at one point in your life, whether you've kept a program from a play or you wear a piece of special jewelry. All of these items are kept due to the associated memories triggered. These items, as well as family photos, are often the closest thing to living memory we have in life, as they maintain the structure of a specific moment in time. When we lose people, the images of them are often the most emotional connections to remain. So, why does this matter? Well, how many of you are actively thinking about time right now? Maybe you're thinking about what time you're going to the grocery store tomorrow, or, what time I'll be finished my talk, or what time the baseball game is later. Regardless, the concept of how we spend our time has taken a hold of all of us. Time, memory, and how we take hold of these abstractions materially is the biggest commonality in my work. The work on the screen right now is a series of 260 photo transfers I call reminiscence, which is truly about time and memories. The photos are transferred onto old, scavenged, and passed down pennies, which entice me as there's no object more tied to time. These points are both timely and timeless. There's a beautiful simplicity in this, which I believe family photos contain as well. For my reminiscence series, I matched up dates of pennies with images from their time period, resulting in a personal archive of my memories, allowing me to recollect them in their entirety while also activating both physical and cerebral aspects of memory. So there's a 4th skill that we all have that I did not mention, which is the ability to take up space. We all have this ability and we all have this need, but most of us have not undone the constraints which keep us small and contained. I link small to precious heirlooms and things of value. For instance, my grandmother's Magen David necklace, which I wear almost every day, which is so small it requires my little sister to help me put it on, or the sea glass fragments I collect during languor summer days, which encapsulate all emotions in a single compact item. I think of something small as a window into a different world, an escape made miniature, and that is the reason, when prompted, I often tell people I work with petite pieces. But more truthfully, I have come to realize that the reason I always work on a small scale is because I am afraid to take up space, even through my art. To get to the root of this issue, I had to think about why big and blown up versions of my work scares me so much. And I realized that it's daunting to go big because it's fearful to mark your own place. As I touched on earlier in my talk, everything we do is affected by our bonds with other people. And these pennies are an example of this concept through my unconscious minimization of the impact of these relationships. With small pieces, there's less of a hole to fill in case they are lost, and this fear can be applied both to art and to people in life in general. Recently, I've been more conscious of the truths behind the use of small materials in regards to memory-based work, and while I won't stop working with compact materials anytime soon, I will mindfully work on them, being aware not to make petite work out of fear of taking up space and fear of shrinking the people on the penny's impacts on me and my life. As I wrote this art talk, I kept returning to the question of why I felt an overwhelming need to do this, and I realized that what I truly want everyone, including myself, to get out of this talk is celebration. Celebration of the capacity to form beautiful, complex, and impactful relationships that aren't temporary, even though the people in the relationships are. Coming up with tangible outcomes of these bonds we make is the motivation behind why I make art. And if we all strive for non-quantifiable goals, such as strong, present connections with others, then we will be able to more easily come to terms with the rest of our obstacles, something that I'm attempting to be mindful of each and every day. All right, I want to finish off with a big thank you to Mr. Berry for everything you've done for me this year. You've helped me change my thinking of what art could be, which has impacted my life forever, and I'm perpetually in your debt. And to you all, thank you so, so much for your time, your memories, and for letting me take up space. Have a great night.